Welcome to the 21-day devotion towards spiritual synergy.
You've heard this before, haven't you? Winners never quit and quitters never win. I remember the first time I heard this time-tested adage. It rolled off the lips of one brother, Odell Reinhardt, who was my childhood preacher at the Caldwell Street Church of Christ in Newton, North Carolina in the early 1990s, even in the 80s. He wasn't a well-educated man, but he was a brilliant man. And what I remember about him most was his wise sayings that were clear to me even in my childhood. He would say things like, if you put the feed where the calves can get it, you don't have to worry about the heifers. He would say things like, one monkey don't stop no show. He'd say, Brian, your fist is stronger than your fingers. And the one I remember most is, winners never quit and quitters never win. Family, it taught us tenacity and gave us the grit we needed to overcome circumstances that would plague little black boys who grew up in the inner cities and small towns during that time. What he was teaching us is that we should never stop going, and I appreciate that. But I'd also like to add what I believe Paul is telling the church at Philippi and what I believe we should glean from that today. In this life, we should never stop going, but we should also never stop growing. One thing that my preacher used to say that I want to share right here, he would say, anything that's not growing is dying. Family, spiritual synergy means that we are never satisfied with what we know about God. We should always be growing in knowledge and understanding about both who He is and what He says. As we go and grow in our knowledge and understanding of God and His Word, our love for Him and our neighbor will overflow. Family, love is the center, the core, and the concentration of spiritual synergy. That's why when Jesus was asked the question about the greatest commandment, He replied like this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like this: love your neighbor as yourself. Family, whatever you do, keep going and keep growing. I am confident of this very thing.
Take a moment for prayer. Take a moment for application.